Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're looking at Sale-A-Bration. Runs till the end of August, and for every £45 you spend you can get something for free. And one of my favourites is, and it's been very popular, is the hippos. So you have the lovely hippo stamp set on page 4. And you have the dies on page 5. Now, some people have said, not really into hippos, they're a bit cutesy. However, these dies you can use for so many different things. So I'm using just the dies today, a few other bits and pieces, but I wanted to show you how good these dies are. So you can get this one, page 5, for a qualifying spend of £45. What does a qualifying spend mean? It means that if you buy anything in the catalogue, for £45 or more, you can get this absolutely free. So it's something you can't buy, you can only get it for free. Now we are using today, we're using the little leaf, which is here, which I've done in one of the greens. You can choose any green you want. And then the little flowers, I've done the flowers in Melon Mambo. And then we are, and then I've used this one, which is really good because this only cuts on the wavy part. So I have taken a circle die and I've taken the parakeet party, which is this lovely green, and cut that out in the circle die. And then all I did was put it across the centre, die cut it through, and you end up with two, because it only cuts on one surface, you end up with two pieces that we can do for cards. Now I've just shown you the sailing boat. If you missed it, just go back to my last video and I'll show you how to make a sailing boat and a lovely background. So this was the sailing boat. As I say, subscribe, hit the notification button, and then you'll never miss anything. And so we've taken this, we've die cut it, and I'm going to use one of the pieces in here like that. However, I want on this circle, so I've got two circles, one with the colour, one with not. I'm going to just add some colour in on this. So I have chosen Tahitian Tide and Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to be using blends. So I'm just making sure I haven't got too much colour on there. I'm going to use the Tahitian Tide to start off with. And I'm literally just going to take the Tahitian Tide off. Just blend it through. Do it quite slowly. I'm doing it quite quickly, but you know, just build up the colour as you go. I'm just taking it through, and you can see I've got more at the edge, because if you take it from the edge and you blend it down through, it tends to be more seamless. So I keep just building it and building it and building it. Okay, that's that one. And then I'm going to do the Coastal Cabana. So I'm just cleaning this off a bit, and then I'm going to turn it over because I want the Coastal Cabana to be coming up from the other direction. So just taking that up first. Whoops. So again, I'm taking it from the bottom. Now we know that this bottom is going to be covered, so it means that I can choose which one I want to have, whether I want to have the Tahitian Tide at the top or the Coastal Cabana at the top. And I don't know till I've put it all together, because it's one of those things that you can see as you blend it up, you've got the two different tones coming through. So I think that's about right. Okay, so now we can take our piece and we can decide, do we want it that way up or do we want it this way up? Now I think I want it this way up because then it just comes through on the green and it looks really rather nice the way it's just come through on there. So that's what I'm going to do. I have got a piece of Melon Mambo as my back. I've then got a piece of white which is 1/4 of an inch smaller, and then I've got a piece of Designer Series paper which is the Wonderful World, which again is free during Sale-A-Bration with the lovely stamp set. I think that's been the second most popular. And then I'm going to put this in on top like that, because that just adds, I think that that's going to look lovely. Okay, so what I want to do first of all is I want to put this in on here, and just to give a bit of extra definition, I'm going to put this in with dimensionals. So let me just grab my dimensionals, which I've got somewhere. You know what I'm like, I've been doing a few cards and I always end up with bits everywhere and I can never find what I'm looking for. Let me see if I've got some other ones in here. I know they're about somewhere. I don't know whether I've got any of the ones out or not. No. Oh, here they are. I can just see them poking through. There we go. Right. So I want to put on here, we're going to have a dimensional just on either side like that. And then we're going to have it up from the bottom. Put this on like that, then that's going to go quite nicely like that. Okay, so what I want to do is, let me just fold this piece up a bit. There we go. Now I'm going to put my little flowers on, and the flowers I'm going to stick on because they're very tiny, so I don't actually want them. And I'm going to take the grassy bit first. And I've done the grassy bit obviously in a different colour because I didn't want them all to be the same. So we're going to have one up on here. So that's going to come off the side because then you get the dimension coming through. We're going to have one down in on the centre here. And then I'm going to have the third one up in on the top. So we've got 3 different ones going on in 3 different places. Rather than them all being at the top, it just again adds a little bit of interest. So I can put this one on there. And again, I just want it to stick up. And then we've got the flowers, and I'm using the bigger flowers this time. So, and you can see there's a little space in the flowers where they go over the stem. So if you look on here, you can put it right in on there. And it goes nicely right over the stem. So I want this one. It's going to have to just literally attach. So I'm going to take this little piece on here. Now I could use, just trying to work out, I probably could use some glue dots, but I'm just going to just put it on like that. Got a little bit of glue in on there. Just up at the top. There we go. And then I should probably just put a bit of glue on here, shouldn't I? Like that. And then that one where the little gap is, just put that on there. Just balance it until it's stuck on. There we go. Okay, so we've got those three on like that. And then I just want the, I've used these quite a bit now, they're the champagne rhinestones. They're really nice for the centre of flowers because they've got that lovely little yellowy bit in there. Says me, have I already got them out? Not sure, I think I've probably got them out somewhere, have I? Have I been using them? Probably. Here they are. They were out somewhere. Okay, so I am going to just put, what size shall we have? We'll have little ones. So we'll have a little one in the centre there. Have a little one in the centre of this one. Whoa, that was typical, wasn't it? It's me trying to use these tweezers and I do find my grip's not the greatest. So let's put this one on and hopefully it's going to stick. I don't want the glue bit sticking on there, that's fine. And then this little one on here, whoops. What? Terrible fingers, aren't they? There we go, let's put this one in on here. Like that. So we've got those coming up and it makes, as I say, a very clean and simple card. Put whatever sentiment you want on. I'm not going to do the sentiment parts because you could do it for birthday, anniversary, just because, sending it to a friend. But I think if we put this on here with a nice little sentiment on there, it makes a very pretty, very simple little card. As I say, I will probably put a little sentiment on there. And I might put the whole thing up with dimensionals, I haven't decided. But I think it makes a pretty little card. So, as always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.